Hey y'all, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A because... Tater Tot, can you please be quiet just for a minute? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A because you guys have been asking me to do one, and I have not done a Q&A. I have not done a Q&A in about 9 or 10 months now, so I figured I would do one today. And thank you guys so much for all of the questions that you guys asked me. And if you guys want to be a part of Q&As and stuff in the future, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's always linked down in the description box. And I'm not going to be able to answer everybody's questions today, but I'm going to try to answer most of them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's just get started. Oh, and I'm filming in the barn today. Obviously, because Tater Tot is like being noisy, but I'm filming in the barn today, so let me know how you guys like it. I normally film in the house, but I decided to film out here today. So yeah, let's just get started and get into the video. Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been riding, and can you give any advice on horses? And I have been riding for almost 10 years. In February, I will have been riding for 10 years. And I'm not really sure like what kind of advice that you want on horses. Because that's like a very big variety of things that I could give you advice on. So if you need advice on something specific, just email me and I'll try and help you. I am Tater Tot. Okay, so the next question is, how old are you? And I am 15. And her next question was, favorite thing to do when you're riding? I'm not really sure. I just enjoy it like in general, so I'm not really sure what my favorite thing to do is. I don't really know. That's hard. I don't know. Your favorite and least favorite barn chore? I don't know. I feel like they're like all the same to me. Like, I don't really have a barn chore that I like don't like doing, because I like enjoy doing it all. I'm not really sure. That's a good question. I don't really know. I enjoy doing it all, honestly. Like, even like mucking the pasture. I do like mucking like out in the pasture better than I do like in the barn, like in the stalls. I would rather go and like muck like the pastures instead of the barn. I guess my least favorite is like mucking the stall. Like I guess my least favorite is mucking the barn out. I would rather like muck the pasture. And everything else I really like doing, so. Okay, and her next question was, which horse you have the strongest bond with? And I have like a bond with all of the horses, but I have the strongest bond with Blue Jeans because she's my horse and she was my first horse, so our relationship is very special. Okay, so the next question is, did you teach yourself to ride? And I did not. I took lessons for, I think, 6 years, 5 or 6 years. What camera do you use? And I use the Nikon Coolpix L830, and it does pretty good. I got it refurbished for a couple $100, and I bought it with my own money, and I really like it for photography and also videoing, but I would like to get a new camera just because it's a digital camera. But that's what I'm filming with right now, and it does a pretty good job. Okay, the next question is, where did you grow up and when did you get Levi? I've grown up in Florida my entire life, and when did we get Levi? We got Levi February of 2015. The next question is, do you plan to always ride Western or do you plan to ride English? Most of you guys don't know this because I've had my channel for a few years now, but when I took lessons, I rode English for a couple years. I jumped for a couple of years, and I really enjoy it. But I do prefer Western, and I do have an English saddle, and I ride in it occasionally, but I just prefer Western. But I do ride English sometimes. Most of you guys don't know that because in all my videos I ride Western. Okay, the next question is, do you think you will ever start any yearlings? And I was just talking to my mom about this the other day, and one day, I do want to, like, have a baby and train it myself and everything. The next question is, how old were you when you started riding? P.S. I love you. Oh, I love you too. I was 6 when I started my riding lessons. The next question is, what kind of saddle do you have? Like, what brand, what style, and what do you use it for? I recently actually just got a saddle for my birthday this past summer, and I got a double T barrel saddle. It's a 16-inch double T barrel saddle, and I don't have any pictures of it, I don't think, right now. But I've heard a lot of bad things about double T barrel saddles, and I've heard a lot of good things about that. I can't talk. I've heard a lot of good things about them as well. So I have not had any bad experiences with it. Everybody that I've talked to, like in person, says that they absolutely love them, and I've heard a lot of things like online about how bad they are for your horse's back and things like that. But because they are your cheaper barrel saddles, they're not super, I mean, they're still expensive, but they're not like super expensive for a saddle. And I personally love it. I've actually been getting a lot of questions to do like a video on it, but I'm sure it will be like in a vlog very soon. And I use it for everything. I don't show or anything. You guys know that if you've been like watching my videos for a long time. I just use it for pleasure riding around my house, and I do barrels for fun at home. Okay, the next question is, did you train your horses like from the beginning, including breaking them? When I first got Blue Jeans, what's that? Oh, it's a squirrel. When I first got Blue Jeans, she had not been ridden for much in like 5 years. And the people that I bought her from did not know anything about horses. So they just kind of had her sitting in a pasture for their granddaughter, and her granddaughter never rode. And when she did, Blue Jeans just did whatever she wanted. So when I got, and they had her for 5 years. So Blue Jeans was basically staying in a pasture for 5 years. And within that time period, she had a colt, which I don't really know anything about. I wish I knew more about him, but I don't. I haven't seen him in person, but I think he was 2 or 3 when I got Blue Jeans. But he just kind of, or Blue Jeans just sat in the pasture before I got her. So she was a very big handful when I first got her. She took a lot of training and stuff like that, but as far as starting like their first ride and stuff, I didn't do that, but I've done a lot of training with them. And then like Levi, when we first got him, he reared a bunch and kicked and bit people and a bunch of stuff like that. The next question is, what is your favorite breed of horse and why? I like all breeds of horses, but I'm a little partial to quarter horses. Blue Jeans is a quarter horse, and they are just great all around horses. So I think my favorite breed would have to be a quarter horse, but I like all breeds. How long have you been homeschooled for? I have been homeschooled for 10 years, I think. I think it's going on 11 years. Yeah, it's going on 11 years I've been homeschooled. Is there any setbacks on having a lot of animals, like school vacation, etc.? Not really school vacation. Well, I guess it's school vacation, even though I'm homeschooled. As far as setbacks, having a lot of animals, I guess there is. When you have a lot of animals, especially animals like horses and things like that, not everybody can care for a horse if they don't know about horses. So it is difficult when we have to go out of town trying to find somebody that we can get to care for our animals that we trust. And the next question is, what homeschool program do you use? I use Switched on Schoolhouse. It is a Christian-based curriculum that I use on my laptop. Is any of your horses gated? Levi has Cracker in him, so he's a little bit gated, but not really. The next question is, what do you do if your horse's leg gets cut and you can't get a vet? That honestly depends on the entire situation. It depends on where the cut is, how bad it is, how they got it, and everything like that. So it is a little hard to answer because it's all different depending on the cut. Have you ever thought about breeding Blue Jeans? If so, would you keep or sell the baby? I was literally just talking to my mom about this the other day, and I think in a couple years I want to breed Blue Jeans and keep her baby. And Blue Jeans was my first horse, and me and Blue Jeans have such an amazing relationship. and I am definitely going to have blue jeans forever until she passes away. And I always want to have like a part of her, so I thought about like breeding her in a couple of years and then keeping her baby, and then when her in like 10 years from then, like breeding that baby and so on. That way I would always have a part of blue jeans. So I thought that would be really special. I'm not doing that anytime soon, but I think in a couple of years, maybe even a few years, I would like to do that. Okay, the next question is, I have a lot of questions, but favorite brand of Western saddles, and what's your favorite color to have on blue jeans, like halter and lead, etc. My favorite brand of saddle, I have not really ridden in a bunch of brands of saddles. This past saddle that I got, the double T barrel saddle, is the first saddle that I've ever gone and picked out, because my first saddle blue jeans came with, which I was very thankful for. And that was made by Airplane Saddlery, I believe, and it is a great saddle, and I would definitely recommend those saddles. I really like that one, and I also really like my double T that I have now. But I have not really ridden in a bunch of brands, but I don't really know because I have not really ridden in a bunch of different saddles. And the next question was, what's your favorite color to have on blue jeans? I really like red, turquoise, and hot pink on her. I'm not really sure what else. Also, baby pink looks really good on her as well. Okay, so those are all of the questions that I have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and do not forget to go and follow me on Instagram down below if you want to be a part of the next Q&A. I love you guys so much, and I will there's a fly on my head. I love y'all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.